Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in today's reading where I'm going to be using the Light Seers deck and the Starseed Oracle deck for today's reading. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through with today's cards. So the first card we have is the Page of Wands. The next card we have is the Three of Swords in the reverse. So with the Page of Wands, you could be dealing with a fire sign, another Sagittarius, an Aries, or even a Leo. And with the Three of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, or even a Gemini. And finally, we have the Empress card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, this is a card that is showing perhaps trying to make a decision and trying to find out where to prioritize your attention, your focus towards between two options perhaps. But with this card, it is all about trying to strike a balance where you can please both sides by making a decision. So with this card, it can be showing you perhaps trying to balance the heart and the head when it comes to making a decision and trying to find that balance which is going to result in a more satisfying decision. And so this is a card that shows perhaps a lot of contemplation, a lot of deep thoughts, and a lot of perhaps questioning in order to avoid making the wrong decision. And that's a lot of careful focus and a lot of careful consideration that may be going on with this card. And then with the Page of Wands, this is a card that is showing perhaps a new beginning, being able to take the first step in a direction that is perhaps new to you and being able to move into a new direction with a lot of optimism and a lot of faith for what lies ahead. But this is a card where you are not overthinking what you are going to be doing. This is all about having the confidence and the enthusiasm and being very bold when it comes to making the first step. This could even be you perhaps shooting your shot, putting out any ideas, any plans, and seeing where they land. And this is the beginning, the initiating of perhaps a project, the starting of something that is going to be new. And with this card, it's showing a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. So with that energy, when beginning a journey, this is the kind of energy that can really help in making it a more enjoyable one. And that can even be reflected in perhaps how you show up, and it can result in this being a very successful journey. But with this card, this is all about taking that action to perhaps move forward and in a new direction or in a direction. And then with the Three of Swords, this is a card that is showing, so with it in the reverse, this is showing an attempt to perhaps come back from a disappointment, mend a little bit of a broken heart, or something that may have caused you some distress, some pain. But this is all about working your way at trying to find yourself again, trying to come back from that, and picking yourself up after that. This card is also a card that is all about being able to move on. So with this card, this may be the realization that you need perhaps showing up to you on this day, and you being able to really regain some level of confidence enough to make you perhaps feel more inspired to perhaps move on. And this could even be a card showing closure. So you could even be getting the closure that you need when it comes to any disappointment or any situation that may have resulted in an unfavorable outcome. So with this card after the Page of Wands, this could even be perhaps you being at a point where you are able to take the baby steps out of a place that was perhaps, that could have been devastating, or it could have been something that felt very disappointing. But with the Page of Wands, this is all about a new beginning and moving in a new direction and being able to allow yourself to move on. But this, or the Page of Wands could even show perhaps somebody coming into your life who is taking you out of this Three of Swords energy as well. So this is a very hopeful energy that's coming out with both of these cards, and it's showing that there is that light at the end of the tunnel, following perhaps a dark period. There is that dawn on the horizon. And then with the Empress card, this is a card that is showing a very nurturing kind of energy. So this could even be about perhaps being able to take care of yourself in a and nurture yourself in a way that is going to be very healing. But also this card shows a lot of planting of seeds and them being able to harvest and manifest into an abundant energy. So this is all about the energy that you are putting in. It is perhaps what is helping with healing. It is something that is going to be helping to lead to a very prosperous outcome as well, as far as any field, any work. But this is you being able to really build yourself out, take yourself out of perhaps this negative space, this dark space that this Three of Swords is showing, and being able to transcend that painful space. And even if it is through small steps with that Page of Wands, the Empress card is showing that the steps that you are taking and any efforts that you are perhaps making are going to pay off big time. So the Empress card shows a huge payoff on the other side. So perhaps anything that you are doing to better yourself and to help you as far as this dark space, this Three of Swords energy, which is very it can be very painful. The Empress card is very hopeful energy, because this is all about you getting back what you sow, and this is going to be, and it is in a big way. So with the Empress card, this is perhaps any actions that you are taking right now are like you laying the ground for even better, to take something even better, to take the place of whatever is lost with that Three of Swords. So with that Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is very delicate energy. So it could be a very delicate kind of decision that you are making, and it perhaps is one that takes a lot of courage. It may take a lot of thinking about, but with the Page of Wands, I'm really seeing you moving forward, and where you are going is going to be a place that is very promising, very positive. And also this card shows a lot of excitement and adventure. So this could be a very satisfying new beginning that may be coming up. Okay, so let's find out what message comes through with the Starseed Oracle deck. So the card that came out is this card here. It's called A New Earth, and it says it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So this is a card that is very encouraging of perhaps any ideas, any plans that you have, and it's confirmation that what you want is happening. It's coming. It's happening perhaps beneath the surface, but little by little, this card is showing that holding the vision is all about keeping the faith, and that is a factor that perhaps is contributing to this Empress card, which is all about being able to reap what you sow. So let's find out what message comes through with the Fairy Tale deck. So the card that came out, this card over here, it's called the Magician. So it says, you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, so with this card, this is all about perhaps being able to really work your way out of what feels like a unfavorable situation, perhaps starting from a place that may look like it is a disadvantage, and being able to work your way out of there and coming out as a success, as this card says. Okay, so that is a very positive message coming out with that Magician card. Okay. Okay, so that is all I have for today's reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. Bye, Sagittarius.